Sydney players explaining how their hands are cold in the weak Sydney winter. Anyway, hello to you both. Yes, it's been a while since I've restreamed you, Dylan. I remember restreaming 2 sets of this exact matchup for CTL a long time ago. The world was a different place back then. Chiller was a DAS player with like 1.0 PB. Oh yeah, true. There's me going and forgetting about the best match I've ever restreamed on Monthly Tetris 2. Not Monthly Tetris 2, Monthly Tetris. Yes, just not on this channel, you're right. But I haven't restreamed Dylan with this warm-up music for a while. Also, what the heck is this 29 for Dylan? Why is he Dylan? Why is he allowed to be so good at this? Oh no, the missed rotation. Oh, okay, I just need to refresh that. My scene's being weird. Yeah, okay, there you are. Players warming up on 29 for level 12, be like... Oh, hi, Colin. You know, it's a very common tactic to warm up on 19 for 12 start matches, but I've never seen for 18 start matches, but I've never seen anyone warming up on 15 for 12 start matches, which would be the equivalent. Yeah, I mean, I think there were a few people doing warm-up on 29 quite regularly before 22. Like, I think even back from most of his Tapper days, Dog warmed up on 29 quite often. Okay, both players are ready whenever, so let's decide that whenever is now, and count down game 1 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Will both players remember to start on level 12? It looks like they will. Unless, okay, no, we don't have any level 2 starts. We've got very different looking color palettes for level 12. I believe both these players are actually using the same console, but Chiller is using the HD capture and Dylan's using the AV capture. I'm pretty sure Dylan's Retron HD. I've seen him with the same kind of HD looking capture before, with like the same colors that Chiller has now. So it'll be very interesting to see just how aggressive both players are on level 12. Obviously these players have both the speed and the stacking to be able to play right at the top of the screen on level 12, but even for them that doesn't come without its risks. Dillan's having to take a few burns right now. I like that longbar flat. That should solve quite nicely unless Dillan gets terrible pieces. Oh, a nice decision to tug the Z rather than looking for some other placement. But Chiller has taken an early lead. I don't know how much of a Tetris that is on level 12. 78,000 to Dillan's 67,000. I think it's like 2/3 of a level 12 Tetris. Chiller has set up this T-tuck on the right side and never got a piece for it. Oh, does she get the line spin? No, she misses the line spin. Hitting spins on level 12 is like impossible, so I don't blame her. Right, let's see if she hits this spin. No, she does not. Also of note that neither player is pushing down at all. Chiller instead is typing in chat during the game. Okay, Chiller at 92,000, Dillan at 102. Dillan didn't want to take the single with that L, but ended up having to take a double with the following square. And that's a thing that can be very annoying on level 12, trying to go almost perfect. You're like, oh, I don't want to take this single, and then the next piece you have to take a double, and it would have been better just to take the single, but you can't always know that. It's quite difficult to work out. See, level 12 is complicated. Chiller building up very high, actually. And I don't think was confident to get pieces all the way left, so I did decide to burn it down a little bit. Oh, interesting little delayed burn from Dillan. I don't think that's quite worked out. I can see what he was trying to do there. Doesn't get the Corian thing, but seeing it up this high on level 12 would have been quite difficult. Oh no! Gets 3 Z pieces in a row! Dillan will get the Tetris and should be okay, but that actually got quite scary. Dillan is looking for another longbar, doesn't want to mess around with these holes yet, wants to get another Tetris, but isn't getting the bar to do it. Yeah, now Dillan has to burn this down the old-fashioned way. Meanwhile, Chiller with a Sanderwell can't easily get a Tetris from this, so this is going to cost her plenty of burns. 171 for Chiller, 177 for Dillan. Chiller has gotten back to a clean board. Dillan gets a Tetris 193, but is not Tetris ready anymore due to those 2 holes. Oh, and they're on rows 4 and 5, which is like the worst spot to have 2 holes, because it means even once you take the triple, you're still not Tetris ready. That is very annoying. Oh, I missed the line spin from Chiller. Rip. Dillan transitions to level 13 at 235. Has somehow ended up like 16 lines in the future. I'm guessing just from that really high dig he was in for a long time. Dillan with not a very nice stack at the moment. Not going to be dangerous on level 13, but will be very annoying. Chiller at 252, one more Tetris available before the 13 transition. May have to just burn into it. Yeah, nice sequence of tucks. Chiller transitions at 253. Just never got the J for that dependency on the left. Finally gets it. Tetris for Chiller, 272, takes the lead over Dillan at 261 and is still 10 lines in the past, so a nice comfortable pace lead right now for Chiller. Both players have survived the most difficult portion of the game. Looks like Dillan's cleaned up all his issues now. Gets a Tetris 284, Chiller at 308. And Dillan has long bars the least, so he can complain about that, I guess. Oh, the transition to 18 kind of messes Dillan up and he misses the T-spin. He will clean it up though. Ooh, interesting tuck from Dillan. Won't be able to solve that with no burns, but it solves pretty cleanly. Sets up the long bar dependency, does get the long bar. $389 for Chiller, $334 for Dillan. Dillan just having some trouble keeping this board clean. I like that upside down L. That's really nice to make the burn a little bit less RNG dependent. I would definitely not have seen that, but I think it was better. Dillan not getting the long bar, getting droughted on a level where it actually matters a bit. Will transition to 19 at 351. Gets a Tetris 375. Chiller's well past that already at 459. So Dillan will need to play post basically like he did in challenges yesterday. Yeah, Dillan was out there getting like 600 posts in comp in the challenges final yesterday, so I know he's well capable of that. Chiller's transitioned is at 509, a few lines into 19. Still ahead despite being 2 levels behind. Or nearly 2 levels behind. That's a bit of a funky overhang on the left side, but Chiller will fill it in without too much trouble. Going quite aggressive. Gets the bar over for the Tetris, 586. Chiller is a pretty fast tapper, so I guess I'm thinking too much of Das. And I still think of Chiller as a Das player in my heart, because she was last time I restreamed this matchup. Alright, Chiller has that annoying hole, has burn options, well, needs to get a piece that satisfies some of those burn options. Doesn't get the T over, I think that's it for Chiller. 645, tries switching to rolling, but it's not going to do anything. Dillan, you need to get to 646. One more Tetris will do it. Or just a few lines. Oh wait, were you full roll? Or were you like Das for most of the game? dash till 16. Right, okay. Level 18 speeds is so fast, bruh. Well, you know what else is fast? You. Anyway, let's count down game 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, and let me remember to give Dylan his point. Now, a reminder to anyone who's forgotten, it's best of 3 in Classic Tetris level 12, so Dylan is on match point right now. So we'll see how players adjust back to 12 speeds. Because neither player had an amazingly efficient level 12 last time. There are a lot of digs going on. That's always like the eternal puzzle with level 12. You want to go as close to perfect as possible because it's level 12, but also if you go too hard, you can end up in these digs that take like 50 burns and then transition with about 50k, and you don't want to do that either. Chiller going with like the preemptive T-Tuck setup, that is aggressive, and doesn't go for the spin that could have filled it either. It's gonna take a burn, turns it into a J-Tuck and fills that in. Really a very scary spire in the middle of Chiller's board. Now that the height's been reduced a bit, it's not quite so scary. It's still not the greatest for board accommodation, but it's probably not gonna kill her. Oh, that is an aggressive placement with the Z, and that's not gonna pay off. Oh, doesn't get the J over. Okay, this is a little bit scary for Chiller right now. That square is really bad. Not very nice at the game. I think Chiller might have switched to rolling up here just to be safe. Yeah, Chiller's definitely switched to rolling. Oh my goodness. Gets the perfect transfer with like the row 9 left well Tetris. Nicely done. But Dylan has a comfortable lead. Dylan's at 172, Chiller's at 105. Dylan with a 5 high overhang. Fills most of it in with 2 squares, just needs a J or an S spin now. Hits the S spin. Adjusting spin timing to level 12 is hard, so I feel like actually hitting these spins is no joke impressive. Also, we saw what happened to Chiller in game 1 when she tried to go for some spins. Dylan waiting for an L that just never came. Oh, this could cause so many burns for Dylan. Has to set up on row 3 here, there's no two ways about it. Further limited by that hole. Fills it in with an L. Alright, gets the row 3 Tetris. That's not a bad outcome. This is a workable board to get back down to the bottom with. Dylan will do just that. Chilla's caught up a little bit. Chilla's at 201, Dylan at 228. Dylan building a big tower of S pieces in the middle. On 18 that would be quite sketchy, but it's level 12, you can do anything. Dylan gets a Tetris, 292. Chiller at 264. I don't really know what a good transition is from level 12, but I think 300k is really solid. Tetris for Dylan, 308, still has one more available. Chiller burns into transition at 285. Tetris for Chiller, 302. .325 transition for Dylan. That overhang's gonna take some resolving, doesn't quite get the spin and misses the L spin afterwards as well. As soon as you've adjusted to hit the spins on level 12, it stops being level 12. Hits the T-spin though, that's quite an important spin for Dylan to hit. Tetris for Chiller, 374 now. Has that delayed burn set up on the right side, but that shouldn't cause her too much trouble. That T placement is a little bit disgusting. Very jaggedy looking board now. 2 J dependencies. Chiller gets the Tetris, 415. And now I believe Chiller has switched to rolling again at level 16. So Chiller may be abandoning tapping in the future. Tetris for Dylan, 362. Yeah, I don't think we'd see these missed drops from Chiller with tapping. That's kind of the trade-off with rolling. It's really difficult to control. Very high potential, but very difficult to use it. Beautiful transfer from Chiller though with that Tetris. Very well done. Dylan at 426, Chiller at 467 is about a level in the future, but has taken a real-time lead. Dylan Tetris is into 18 at 470, Chiller at 513 has one more available before the transition to level 19. Transitions with a slightly weird overhang, but burns it off very quickly, is at 515. Dylan has one more Tetris available at 495, can beat Chiller's transition score very slightly. We'll see how Chiller's rolling holds up here. She does have a 1.16 on a 19 start with rolling, so her roll 19 is not to be underestimated. Tetris for Chiller, 596, looking very clean so far. Dylan gets a Tetris, 593. Dylan with a pace lead as Chiller's still about a level ahead. Oh my goodness, Dylan is such a fast tapper. Also, level 19 looks like level 29 after commentating 12 for as long as it took. I bet, like, if I watch a bunch of... Oh no, some scary misdrops of Chiller. Gets the well back open with Lava Longbar. Great burns. It's still not out of the woods. Oh! Overshoots a piece after missing the square to the right. That's gonna be it for Chiller at 688. Dylan past that is good. We'll take this match of Classic Tetris level 12, 2-0. But we're not going anywhere just yet because we have these same two players in a Tetris for the Semi-Pros match right after this. When I assume we won't be playing level 12 because that's not an allowed selection in Tetris for the Semi-Pros, which is very sad. Anyway, Dylan mullining just a bit, I'll allow it. I want to see the 12 start max, or maybe the 12 start 1.1. This is pretty good pace for it, actually. Yeah, Dylan definitely can 1.1 this. Ooh, Chiller turning the cam on. Hi, Chiller. Yeah, Dylan's late level play is looking super solid, as it usually does. Ripped that longbar all the way to column 1. Wow, my brain didn't even process that as a possible placement. I remember when Dylan identified as hybrid and his tap. Oh no, the misdrop from Dylan! The mid 27 max, but ripped the 1.1. I remember when Dylan identified as hybrid and had like 11 hertz tapping. We've come a long way from there. Okay, I'll update the tournament text. Unfortunately not, Boxy. I won't be able to do that. Oh, thanks, Colin. I would have felt a little bad if that match went without a restreamer. Alright, Dylan with one of the cringest comments of all time. I hate level 12. Okay, there we go. The chat has been cleansed of I hate level 12. Okay, that should have yeah, okay, that was only 1 second. Good. I was worried it would actually be like a minute, and Dylan would... Oh, I've messed up the score. That has 2 dashes in it. And then Dylan would be like in jail for a minute. But both players are ready. Let's count down the Tetris for the semi-pros match in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, we're underway on the blindingly fast level 18 speeds. Players seem to have made the adjustment much better than I have. Both players with some Tetrises on the board. Oh. Oh, hi, Rhubarb. Hi, Rhubarb. Yes, Wide's 5 Wide is quite a story. I guess nobody in this community really knows about Wide's 5 Wide. It should probably... Oh no, Chiller missing a tap to the left. We'll need to burn this down. That shouldn't be dangerous, just because she has so many burn options. Yeah, Chiller can get something over that quite easily. There we go. Yeah, Wide's 5 Wide was this really scuffed... Oh no, Chiller missing another bar to the left. I keep getting interrupted by, trying to explain what Wide's 5 Wide was. Anyway, Chiller, please survive this dig so I can explain Wide's 5 Wide. Right, Chiller should be able to get a bar over that. Yeah, gets the bar over, gets the Tetris, nicely done. 143 for Chiller, 147 for Dylan. So as I was saying, Rhubarb, Wide's 5 Wide was this really scuffed Tetrio tournament that I ran, in 2020 before I was even in the classic Tetris community. It was actually quite well known in modern Tetris, like it made it into the weekly modern Tetris news post on one of the major Discord servers, and people knew about my commentary and recognized it, but the tournament itself was really scuffed, and I hope that I never do anything like it again. Like, if you thought CDAW was sketchy, then you sure didn't see Wide's 5 Wide. CDAW was like me with practice at doing that kind of thing. So yeah, I just have that in there as a meme channel point reward on the off chance somebody who actually remembers Wide's 5 Wide comes into this channel, which is very unlikely to ever happen. I think a lot of those people still follow me, but they're like dead followers that don't watch me at all. Anyway, hopefully we have some live followers who are watching this game right now, with Chilla at 330 and Dylan at 296. How to hack channel points. Oh my goodness. If Rhubarb actually hacks channel points to redeem that, then I'm gonna be so annoyed. Oh, the description of that reward says I'm a man of my word, doesn't it? I'm actually gonna have to do that if Rhubarb finds a way to hack in channel points. I'm just gonna hope that it costs money and that Rhubarb isn't willing to go that far. How about we hope that that happens? Oh. Damn. Anyway, there's a game of not Tetrio happening right now, funnily enough. Depends on how you define tolerable. I'm like 70 APM average, on Jestris. I'm alright at the game. I don't know how fast I am anymore. That, like, varies wildly. I think my sprint time is pretty bad for the kind of skill I'm at, but it's always been that way. I think my sprint time's like 34 something. Okay, Chiller at 504, Dillan at 489. Soon we'll be on 19 and I might actually have to commentate. Somehow I managed to get... Oh, nice adjustment by Dillan to accommodate that bar on the left. Somehow I managed to get more distracted by chat with like 8 viewers here than with 150 viewers on monthly Tetris. I don't know how I managed that. Oh, Chiller needs to clean this up before transition. Getting that Tetris will help a lot. 556 for Chiller. 559 for Dillan, so we're neck and neck right now, actually. Both players gonna transition at very similar scores. 580 and 583. And this is what happens when we don't start on level 12. These players are quite evenly matched in terms of 18 play. But I still love level 12, and I'll never let Dillan diss it in my chat ever again. I might even time him out for 2 seconds next time he does it. Alright, both players have handled the transition very nicely. 666 for Dillan, 647 for Chiller. Oh dear, Chiller very long bar dependent on the left, but gets a long bar and a Z over. Still would like one for the Tetris, gets it a piece too late. Alright, as long as she doesn't... Oh, that last second adjustment to correct the overshift was amazing, but didn't get rewarded with a long bar. This is getting so sketchy. Oh my goodness, she's making it work. Nice double. Oh, has a hole and a T-spin set up and a bunch of holes and gets the Tetris and probably can do something about the holes now. Okay, yeah, the holes are gone. Really nicely done from Chiller. Tetris for Chiller, 727. Another one, 757. Dillan at 789 has taken a lead of about a Tetris, but that's by no means safe this far out from kill screen, and Chiller is rolling. Oh no, Chiller needs to get to kill screen to be able to use the kill screen play that I was about to mention, and she's not going to. Tops out at 758, and Dillan is good. Switch to rolling after the first 10 pieces. That's not a tactic. Actually, I think I saw Tega do that a few times in challenges last month. He was like constantly switching between dash and roll. Alright, Dillan with the max out just for style points. I should be more excited about level 27 maxes, but Dillan gets those like every game, so I stopped noticing. Both players are ready, let's count down game 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Thank you, Chilla. Thank you for bringing the hype. I think I used up most of my hype yesterday with challenges finals. You know, in monthly Tetris, I gotta be hyped for like everything. That's the law of monthly Tetris. Or I've gotta be hyped by my standards, which is probably still a dry monotone by everybody else's. Nice adjustment from Dillan for that flat long bar. Oh dear, Chiller with a lot of misdrops around next box height. Gets that long bar all the way over. A flat bar would have been great there, but didn't get a bar. Is still gonna solve it quite quickly. Gets a Tetris, 74,000. Will have to set up a long bar dependency. There really wasn't any other option there, but filled it in. It's back to a clean board. Oh, we're back to the... Actually, let me skip the warm-up music. We don't need the warm-up music. Chilla's gotten up high again while I was skipping the warm-up music, but is smartly bringing it down. Oh, good setup for an absurdly dirty Tetris. If she gets the pieces. That square's nice. Jam. We'll just have to take the triple. Waiting for another bar there would very likely have been the end, so... Rip insanely dirty Tetris. Tetris for Chiller, 119. Dillan at 174, taking a comfortable early lead. Chiller once again with some slight issues, opens the well back up. Gets a Tetris, 145, hasn't had the most efficient start to this game, but she is alive and she has a clean board, and that is the best thing that she can be right now. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to catch up to Dillan on 18 because Dillan's 18 stacking and it's always been like this. It's just sublime. I remember, like, back in the old CTL days, being such a Dillan fanboy. I think Dillan would argue that I still am. Just because the moves and the adjustments Dillan did on 18 were all so amazing, and I loved watching them. And now, I mean, now, like, those are much more common. I felt like back then Dillan was really one of the best 18 stackers in the game. Now everyone's kind of that good. Well, that being said, Dillan did make Masters top 4 only a few months ago, so I might be selling Dillan a bit short. I'm managing to both be a fanboy and underrate someone in the same few sentences. Make of that what you will. Nice S-spin from Chiller. Missing that would have been serious trouble. Tetris to Chiller, 356, followed by another 379. Dylan is at 357. Tetris for Dylan, 380. That's that awkward formation on the right. Not going to be easy to solve that quickly. That T works out quite nicely. Just has one annoying Mino on column 8. Dylan gets rid of that. Gets the L for the dependency and is back to a clean board. Tetris for Dylan, 409. Chiller at 470 has taken quite a nice lead. Chiller 493. We'll be aiming for the mid 500 transition, although has to burn here, so probably won't get the 3 Tetrises. In fact, can't get the 3 Tetrises now. May only get 1, will only get 1 at most. She needs to get this back open before 19, is running out of time. Gets the Tetris into 19, 523. Dylan with 1 still available can get a low 500. Dylan just burns into transition at 483. Chiller missing a 5 tap. That's going to create some complications to burn through. Beautiful burn with the square and the J. That was very satisfying. 585 for Chiller, 539 for Dylan. Nice T-spin from Dylan. Dylan with a concerningly jagged board now. That flat burn will help a little bit, but still needs some more work. Hits the S-spin, very nice burn. Can now focus on cleaning up the rest of this. Oh, Chiller's in some trouble. Really built the right a lot higher than the left, and is now paying the price! Misses that 5 tap. Can get another one over, gets the J over. Nice bar flat. Nice double. Oh, misses the bar left again. Hangs the square on top of it, and I think that's going to be it. Chiller tops out at 680. Rolling not quite cooperating in post. Dylan, you need to get to 681. So one more Tetris should do it for Dylan, if he's able to get one. This is not the most comfortable board state I've ever seen. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Dylan's getting droughted as well. That actually got quite scary. Oh no! This is not free for Dylan. Things can go wrong here. Needs to get to 681, is almost there. There we go, 681. Dylan successfully cleans it up. That was a bit of a heart-stopping moment, but Dylan will survive and take game number 2. Well, it's good you're having fun with rolling. Both players are ready, let's count down game 3. Chiller looking to avoid the sweep in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Restreaming Dillan and Chiller back to back. Nothing really takes me back to the— oh, some misdrops for Dillan. Hang on, let's just hold that thought. Alright, Dillan will mostly resolve that with the long bar. Nothing takes me back to the old CTL days quite like this. I'm enjoying this nostalgic experience. It's also fun seeing how far both players have come. Because they've both improved so much since then. Chiller is perfect so far through 20 lines. 114, gets another Tetris, 136. Dillan getting droughted a little bit too much to be perfect. I like the decision to take that triple there. That was the tempting aggressive option, but Dillan's still not getting a bar. I'm sorry for reminding you, Rhubarb. Yeah, topping out at 50k in deciders doesn't usually help you win them. That makes sense. Alright, 213 for Chiller, a very strong start from her. 144 for Dillan. I haven't seen Dillan do much wrong, but there have been some annoying droughts on Dillan's side this game. Ooh, nice adjustment from Dillan. That, like, reverse 5 and below, adjusting the square on the left side. It creates the same formation. I don't know what it's actually called, so I'm naming it reverse 5 and below. And I'm naming what Dillan just did a misdrop. Oh, I'm naming what Chiller just did a misdrop too. Alright, Chiller's cleaning this up. Dillan already has cleaned it up. Dillan gets Tetris 217. Chiller at 267, still with plenty to do. Yeah, does like that adjustment, like moving the square to 2-3 to put a J on the left, actually have a name? Tetris with Chiller 291. Chiller getting 2 Tetrises with the center well. On about row 4 as well, yeah, row 4 center well. Oh, below and 5. So it is like reverse 5 and below, but you actually just say 5 and below in reverse, not reverse 5 and below. Oh, Chiller longbar dependent on the left, had a T-spin set up as well, which he wasn't able to fill, so this is going to take a little bit of cleanup. Dillan at 313 has a chance to catch up to Chiller's 350. Tetris for Dillan, 336, but Chiller's already gotten clean. Dillan's having to burn a little too. Both players have been playing very cleanly for the last 20 or so lines. There hasn't been a lot to say. Chiller is still holding on to about a half Tetris lead. But 19 will be where it's decided here. Let's see if Chiller can, banish the level 23 top outs this time. Or if Dillan just tops out early in post, that could always happen. It's Tetris. Chiller with one line left before transition, 539. Unlikely to get a final Tetris, just burns into transition at 541. Dillan has one more Tetris available, can beat that transition score by just a little bit. If the game gives him a long bar to get the Tetris with. Which it's not doing. Finally gives it to him, 549 transition for Dillan. Dillan having to burn. Oh, nice T-tuck, but this is a sketchy board for Dillan. Okay, Dillan could set up, gets the Tetris on column 7. Oh no, Chiller's up so high. Needs a long bar, gets the long bar over. Oh, this is diggable now for Chiller. It is rolling time. Gets a T over left. This is going in an encouraging direction for Chiller. Needs a long bar. Oh, doesn't get the Z over left. Gets the long bar right for the Tetris. And Chiller's out of this. Chiller back down to the bottom few rows of the board. Just burning it down. I don't think we're going to have a level 23 top out this time. Yep, Chiller makes level 24. Congratulations. And has actually taken quite a nice lead over Dillan in the process. Dillan's had to burn plenty and is at 615 while Chiller's at 706. Boxy congratulating Chiller on new level PB. You know, this also takes me back to my old supremely toxic restreamer days. This is just what I used to be like. I used to tilt. Oh my goodness, that Vitz setup. Yes, Chiller gets the long bar. That's an amazing Vitz. Gets the Tetris, 833. Oh no, not quite getting the pieces for the middle. Okay, he's able to burn that off quite nicely. Dillan is at 690, so really needs to catch up quick. Oh, that's an aggressive J placement. Dillan knows exactly what he needs to do here. Getting terrible pieces. Gets the long bar, but this board is rubbish. Not getting pieces to fix it either. Dillan would like a long bar for that dependency, but Chiller's surged ahead to 958. I don't think there's much Dillan can do here. He knew what he had to do and it didn't work out. Oh, Chiller misdropping some pieces. Gets a triple to 967. Chiller will top out at 971, but Dillan is going to need like 150,000 points in kill screen. Still, we'll see what Dillan can do. We'll give him a chance. It's a Tetris, 816. Alright, Dillan takes the burn into kill screen. Needed a J. Gets the Kiltris. 866, but, and a level 30 as well, but it's not gonna be enough. Chiller will take a game. Oh, roll comp PB, very nice. Both players are ready. Let's count down game 4. Chiller maybe looking to start the reverse sweep in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I don't see why they wouldn't Boxy. Oh, Dillan 2-hertzing a bar and hanging it in column 9. That's gonna create a bit of an awkward formation. I don't know about PBTV. I wouldn't say that PBTV counts as comp, but like the other one, like the Battle Royale would definitely count as comp. Oh, Chiller misdropping 2 consecutive pieces. This is trouble. This could burn quite nicely, or it could burn not nicely. Chiller knows exactly what to do though, and she's making sure it burns fairly nicely. But yeah, I counted a Battle Royale game as my comp PB for quite a long time. I've beaten it since, but yeah, I don't know. I guess it is different from a 1v1 match. I don't know. I think it's more reasonable to count CEW stuff as a comp PB than it is to count Mullins from like level 21 as a comp PB, which people do for some reason. I don't really understand what makes that a comp PB. Oh, Chiller's misdropped. Chiller will not be able to get a comp PB unless she can clean this up, which he is doing. Alright, Chiller gets the well back open, and now she can get a comp PB, theoretically. She will need long bars to achieve a comp PB as well. Finally gets one of them. 144 now for Chiller, but oh my goodness, what was that L spin? I've never seen that before. It's pretty rare having restreamed classic Tetris for this long to see something you've never seen before, but I have never seen that L spin before. Chiller gets a Tetris 214, Dillan at 252. Yeah, I guess there is that. Your opponent doesn't top out, but you're ahead by a lot, then you can kind of, go insane. Which I think is, yeah, that's kind of what happened in my old comp PB from CEW. Because, yeah, T-Storm was like 600k at mid-level 27, and I was well ahead of that. This was before T-Storm was the absolute monster that he is today. Alright, nice little backwards J-spin from Chiller. That spin I have seen plenty before. I don't know that I've really gotten better in comp. I feel like I played my best comp at my 890 PB. Oh, some more misdrops for Chiller. That column 2 is going to be very difficult to access. I don't know if she can. Overshoots a long bar to column 1 and is going to top out at 354. So Dillan will take game number 4 and with it the set. GG you both, it was fun to go back in time a bit and restream this. rip Dylan, perfect record. Okay, we probably have just about enough people to justify a raid if anyone else is streaming Tetris. There's like one person here, right? That's enough. Boxy's here anyway. Oh, dog going for NTSC colors, interesting. Pog Valor, DAS 1.7 attempts. Okay, let's raid Pog Valor doing DAS 1.7 attempts. I don't know why I'm doing this, but you know what? It's time. You don't want to miss that DAS 1.7.